Good morning, this is Marianne, the novelist from Breaking Chains Now. How are you? It is Friday morning, and I bet some of you are wondering if I ever shower or comb my hair or change my sweater by the looks of what you see every day. I assure you that I do. You get me before the world gets me, so lucky you. Today I have a class that I'm teaching, a personal worth empowerment seminar. And it is on the heels of the pornography discovery this week. So we are going to be intense today. We are going to talk very openly today and be very raw today, because that's how we get things done. We work under the mask. We break down the walls, we break down the chains, and that's how we get change to happen. So if you're in the Utah County area, I urge you to come tonight. It's a free class. So come on down and experience all that we have to share with you. I finished my healing guided meditation and ordered that CD for you this week. It is in pre-order stage until yesterday, so now it is up for sale on our website, breakingchainsnow.com. This is an amazing meditation recording. It's an hour long with guided meditation for the first 20 minutes and will help you heal physical and emotional ailments within your body. And yes, I have used it since recording it. It has been very helpful in what I'm dealing with. It's $27 on our website. So if you need a Christmas gift, please go order that CD. It will be very, very helpful for you. And I know that you know someone that could use some healing, so that is a great gift of time and gift of healing to them that they can use over and over and over. And I hope you do use it over and over and over again. So we talked about belief windows yesterday. And I want to talk to you today about how to change your belief window. How to shift what's on your belief window. As a recap, our belief windows are windows that we see the world through. There are glasses that we see the world through, and different things are written on them, and they're colored differently for every person. So I'm going to tell you a story, and I hope my brother will forgive me for relating this story. When I was little, living at home, I was the youngest of 10 siblings, still am. And I was the butt of many jokes, especially when my brother and his friends came over. I was asked by my brother, I was probably about 7 or 8, my brother asked me one day, "Hey, Marianne, do you want a swirly?" And he was so excited. And I was like, oh, my brother wants to share something with me. He has something that he wants to share with me. And it might be like, oh, I don't know, like a Wendy's Frosty or maybe one of those icy things, because I didn't really know what they were called. So I said, oh, I would love a swirly. And I was thinking I get to spend some time with my brother and his friends. He likes me. Because you know what, guys? That was something that was on my belief window for a long time. And I'm still erasing the shadow of it off. Is I want to be loved and accepted by my 9 older siblings. I want them to think I'm cool. I want them to think I can handle it. I want them to think of me as a grown-up and as one of their equals. And so I strived for that for years, for their approval and their love and their attention. I strived for it. And it was the only thing I wanted from them ever since I can remember. So when my brother asked me if I wanted a swirly, I was excited and I wanted one. I had no idea what they were, and many of you are probably laughing right now because you know what they are. So I blindly followed him and his friend, and he walked me to the bathroom, and I was still, and he grabbed me by the ankles, and he still had his smile on, And he grabbed me by the ankles and turned me upside down and put my head in the toilet and flushed it. And I still thought I was going to get something awesome, so I was like, this is really weird and very gross. But maybe it's a prerequisite for my treat with my brother. And they turned me right side up again and said, here's your swirly, and then left. So I put my hair in a towel. It was long. And that's the last thing I remember. I hope I went and took a shower, because gross. Ew. And that was my experience with that. And so that's the part of the belief window that I carried around with me after that, is that I can't trust men. I still wanted to be loved and adored and cherished by my siblings. And I didn't know if I had done something wrong to where I didn't get that from him, or if I had disappointed him in some way, or if I had done something to deserve that. And it stuck with me for a really long time, and it, you know what it did is it enhanced what was already on my belief window. That, wow, if my brother did that to me, he must not love me, so I need to get his love even more. I need to get his respect even more. So that's how belief windows work. And he saw that experience differently than I did. That's why I'm telling you this, is to illustrate to you that was reality for me. He probably doesn't even remember. That was traumatic for me, and I've carried it with me for 20 years. He probably does not even remember that experience. We both have our own belief windows with that reality. I saw it completely differently than he did. Completely differently. And so I'm telling you right now that we see things differently as different people. So when someone reacts to something differently than you do, it's because their belief window is different than yours. Their experience, their history, their past is completely different than yours. So how do we change what's on our belief window? How do we change? How do we erase stuff that's on it? How do we write good stuff on it? How do we do that? Well, a lot of that is going to be in our class today, but I'll give you a little snippet of it because I want you to know. We can change what's on our belief windows by first identifying what's on them. We need to identify how we perceive the world, what the common denominator is. I do this because. So your first step in identifying what's on your belief window is to write. And I'm going to tell you right now, I use writing all the time. And it's not necessarily journaling in the standard sense of the word. It's not something necessarily that you'll keep around for your posterity. A lot of it's going to be stuff that you just throw away to get it out of you. So if you're wondering what's on your belief window, if you have a habit and you're not sure why you have that habit, here's the first step. I want you to write a statement that says, I do this, fill in the blank, because. And you do not let your eyes off that pen, and you do not let that pen off that paper until you have written your answer, because the answer is inside of you. So that's your first step. Stay tuned for more. Okay? The first step is that, and that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of digestion. So keep watching and watch for our video tomorrow on what to do with it. Okay, have a great morning and a great day.